Hi guys, how are you? So I'm just starting with the Born This Way concealer by Too Faced and a stippling brush, and I'm just going to use this to prep my eyes for eyeshadow. So I thought today I'd just do something a little bit different and just do a self-reflection on the year that was 2017. So yeah, I won't be a lot of telling you what products are. I'll just probably put pop-ups on what the what the name of the product is. But yeah, I'm just gonna ramble through the entire video and go through the good and bad of this year, and then maybe at the end I will do goals and hopes for 2018. So the beginning of the year didn't really turn out the way I guess anyone would like their year to begin. My partner and I of almost 6 years decided it was best if we went our separate ways. Yeah, it was a mutual decision. Doesn't mean it hurt any less, but the relationship wasn't really going anywhere, and there's no point in being with someone even though you're very comfortable but you're not happy. And I guess we both felt like, yeah, we weren't happy and we were growing apart, and there's really no point of being with someone if that's the case. But you know, as people grow older, they change and personalities go good or bad with age. It's just, you know, life and how things work. There's a part of me that thinks he dealt with it better than me, but then again, I think men and boys in general just deal with that sort of thing a bit differently to girls. But from my point of view and maybe my perspective, I thought, you know, he dealt with it a lot better than I did. I don't know, maybe he didn't. Maybe it was just all behind closed doors and he didn't, you know, talk about it. But from just behaviors online, it just seemed like he was coping a lot better than I was. I mean, I have absolutely nothing against the guy, even now, even though my heart was sort of thrown against the wall. But at the time we decided, you know, there's no reason why we shouldn't be friends. I will get more into this a bit later on because it doesn't actually work. You know, I learned that, you know, you can't be friends with someone you've been involved with on so many levels for so long and then, you know, break it off and then just be friends. It doesn't work like that. That also leads me to believe that he dealt with it a lot better than I did, because he was fine with being friends, which me on the other hand, I couldn't do it. But by the end of it, I really couldn't, you know, deal with that and be friends. It just wasn't helping my situation and me. And at the end, I learned that I just have to do what's best for me, and if that means leaving him and almost 6 years of memories behind, then that's what I have to do. Because yeah, I couldn't do it anymore. Why is it so painful to like talk about even now? Like, I think about this in my head and it's fine, and then when I put it into words and actually talk about it out loud, there's this small teeny part of me that aches a bit. But you know, I think that's why I'm talking now and talking about it out loud. That, you know, I feel like after this and after it's out there and I've burnt off all the steam, then I'll feel a lot better about the whole situation. That's my thought process anyway. But yeah, going back to the story. Yeah, I just sort of said, I didn't really say it, but I just left it all behind, and it came to the conclusion that we can't be friends. You can't be friends with someone you've been in a relationship with. Yeah, in my opinion, I don't think you can. If you have been in a relationship and you're friends with them now, that's great. I think that's really cool. I don't know how you're doing it, but yeah, I've got nothing against it. And if it's working for you, then that's awesome. But for me, it wasn't working. But if you have been in a relationship for a really long time and it's ended for whatever reason it ended, how did you get over it? Like, what did you do? Did you just bury yourself in work, or did you go on holidays? That's what I did. Moving on. Great transition. I decided I was going to spoil myself. I just finished my 3-year degree. Not degree, I wouldn't say degree, that's sort of jazzing it up. But my apprenticeship in hairdressing earlier on this year as well. And decided that's it, I'm going to go overseas and I'm going to finally do it. At the time I was 21 and I've never left the country. So I thought, this is the perfect time to do it and spoil myself. So since I was 11 or 12, I wanted to go to Japan. But I had my best friend go to Japan and she said it was brilliant and amazing and it's still one of the countries I want to go to most in the world. But she said it was so expensive for her, and I just knew at the time they would be expensive for me. So I thought, okay, what's the next best thing? And I looked over the ocean and thought, oh, there's South Korea. I know that South Korea has K-pop, but I know there's more to South Korea than K-pop. So I was like, okay, what else have you got to offer? And it turned out that they had everything to offer. So I decided, you know what, I'll go to South Korea. So, I worked my butt off, got my passport, because again, I've never been overseas before. So I needed that, otherwise I'm going nowhere. So got my passport, got my suitcase. That was really exciting. When you get your first suitcase and you're like, oh, I'm going to go somewhere with this and travel with it. For me, it was exciting. Got my suitcase, got my plane ticket. That was the best feeling in the world. In May, on the 16th, I caught a plane to Beijing, and then from Beijing I flew to South Korea. Not before I found out BTS was coming to Australia for the Wings tour in Sydney. So I was like, I've got to do that. So my South Korea trip sort of became my BTS and South Korea trip, because they were coming on the 26th. So I'm looking at the ticket right now and I think I've just got dates wrong. Which means, okay, they came to not Melbourne. I'm getting confused now. They came on Friday the 26th of May, which means I went to South Korea on Saturday the 27th of May. Okay, yeah, I got things mixed up. But oh my god, getting the tickets. If you have been to a BTS concert, then you know the struggle and the stress of getting one of those tickets. And I had to get 3 for my 2 friends and myself. That is stress to the maximum degree. Oh my god, I almost cried before they came out. 1 minute till the tickets come out. Oh, and I'm almost crying. And then I almost cried when I got them. It's such a victorious moment when you get those tickets. If you've been to one of their concerts and you've had the pleasure, then you just know the feeling. It's so good. So, to make things a little bit harder on ourselves, we decided to drive all the way to Sydney. I live in Melbourne, by the way, so that's a 10 hour road trip, depending on how many stops you take. But yeah, my friends and I decided, hey, let's just drive, because then we have a car for Sydney. So we left from Melbourne to Sydney at 3:30 on Friday morning and spent the whole day driving. And then we went to the concert that night. And then I had to catch a plane to go to South Korea the next day. It was really fun though. I was kind of surprised just how much fun that drive was. But yeah, I'll never forget that concert, ever, till the day I die. This is how good they are, actually. My friends are not actually fans. Like, I don't think they've bought albums or any merch, but they will pay over $200 to see them live. That's how good they are. So, yeah, if you ever get the chance to go see them, go. Seriously, just go. Even if you're not a fan, or even if you just like them just a little bit, go, because it's the best thing in the world. I highly recommend.
Welcome to 2017 BTS Live Trilogy Episode 3, The Wish to Infinite! Hey, nice to meet you. It's your leader, Redmond. Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you. I'm here.
So yeah, awesome. Oh, it's so good. Oh my god. But yeah, then the next day I flew from Sydney to South Korea via Beijing. So, and I went on my own as well, just because other people either financially couldn't come or just was a bit too frightened because of the whole North Korea thing, but whatever. So I just decided, you know what, to hell with it, I'll go on my own. And that's what I did, and it was the most amazing experience ever. South Korea was so kind to me. I have nothing but great memories from it. It's a challenge when you go on your own to a country that, well, English isn't their native language, obviously, and I speak very little Korean, so it was a challenge, but it wasn't as bad as what I thought it would be. There actually is quite a lot of English around, enough so that you can get by in a short period of time quite easily. But I didn't run into any issues being a solo female traveller. Nothing bad happened to me. I didn't think it would. I know that South Korea is pretty much as safe, if not safer, than Melbourne or Australia. But again, it's good to keep your wits about you. But yet, there was no time whatsoever where I felt like I was in any danger or I was threatened or Yeah, it was fantastic, and the people were so nice to me, and I didn't really run into anyone that was, mean to me or treated me differently because I couldn't speak the language. So I'm really thankful for that because, I have heard that people, haven't had a great experience just because of the language barrier or just difference in race, which is unfortunate, really unfortunate, but I'm really happy that in my case I didn't have that problem. But I would recommend South Korea to anyone. Like anyone. It's such a great place. I'm dying to go back. Like Japan, I want to go to Japan, but I really just want to travel around South Korea and do all of it. I want to go to Daegu, I want to go to Busan, I want to go everywhere and just do everything. I feel like, South Korea is so much more than K-pop and K-dramas. Like the landscape is so beautiful, and I would just love to see all of it and just experience the people in different parts of it, and just I'm dying to go back. So yeah, I was there for 2.5 weeks, and then I flew home, and I was on such a high because, first time traveling, I did it all on my own, and I was just so proud of myself because, a lot of people don't do it, and I feel like people should travel on their own because you can sort of do what you want to do, and no one can tell you, whether you can or can't go to this place or that place. You just do it. But unfortunately, I came back home to no job, pretty much. But yeah, there was just no more work for me at the place I was working at, which was a massive blow because you come home from a holiday broke, and then it's like, oh yeah, there's no job anymore. So yeah. So unfortunately, that knocked me back, and I sort of fell into a hole and just struggled to get out. Which completely sucked because I came back on such a high. Like I feel like I conquered this strange place to falling into misery, pretty much. That sounds so corny, but that's honestly how I felt. It was just miserable, and just finances don't stop because there's no more work, so you're just watching your bank account going to shit, pretty much, and you're just sort of stuck in a rut. And I was like that for pretty much most of the year, just miserable and upset and sad, and until one day I thought, you know what, I really wanted to sort of do this YouTube thing, so why not? Whatever I really got to lose by doing it. So here we are today, just yeah, I'm going to do it. And I guess this is what's going to lead me into next year and my goals for next year. A perfect transition again. I think, yeah, I'm just going to focus on this and getting a job. As much as I would love this to be, my main job, I can't really jump into that straight away. I have to work at it like everybody else. So, get the job, any job, and then focus on this and focus on making my content better each video and growing this, because I feel like every content creator at one point thought the same as I did. They thought, oh, why can't I do it? Why can't this be me? And they did it. So what makes me so different? Because I guess I have wanted to do this for quite some time. I just either lacked the confidence or the know-how. But yeah, I think I'm going to start doing it and document the good times that I have and the fun times, as well as show my creative side through makeup, because makeup is an art form. It's creative and fun and sometimes really stressful and annoying, but all in all, it's an art form and it's great. But I think that's really my entire year. So, and yeah, this is still going. My God, how long is this? If you're still here and you're not bored out of your brain, thank you so much. Like, this is going on forever. My God. But I'm at lips now, so I guess we're almost finished. Have I put on highlighter? I think I have. Okay. I think we're almost done. I think. So I might end the voiceover now and just finish up. I'm rambling. I hope you enjoyed this, whatever this was or is. I don't know. What is my dog doing? I don't know. I'm not sure if you can hear him. But I hope if you do go out for New Year that you're safe. I know there's been some awful things that have happened this year. So please do be safe and keep your wits about you. But don't forget to have a really good time if you're doing anything. Or if you're just going to chill like me at home. Yeah, that's fun too. I've had too many New Years. But yeah, have a really good New Year, and I hope to see you in 2018. I hope it's going to be a great year. Bye!